What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sports Syndicate, where data meets dollars. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys had a successful NCAA slate. We had some dogs that hit, and we had some dogs that lost some games. But however, they're dogs, so we're expecting them to lose. But that's why they're underdogs, and a lot of them came through again. Let's go over Thursday night's results as I stated. And again, God bless you all. Thank you for coming back to watch another video. With that being said, thank you to all the donators. I am receiving your donations. And if you want me to give you a shout out, just leave it in the comment when you donate, and I will give you a shout out. I don't feel privy to say, John Doe, thank you for your donation. I don't feel comfortable with doing that. If you want me to do that when you donate, then just let me know, and I'll definitely give you a shout out. Let's get into Thursday night football's results. Let's see how we did. We hit Noah Fant for plus 440. We hit T. Higgins for plus 230. We hit Jamar Chase for plus 145. We hit T.J. Watt for a half a sack, anytime sack, for minus 188. That was a great value play. We had Tulsa for plus 19.5. We took the Bengals on Thursday Night Football as the dog. They came through on 1 plus 205. We also took the spread with them, and we hit for plus 115. So that was the plays that we had for them. My wife is telling me I'm on limited time, so I got to get through this schedule. The first game we're going to go with is L.A. and Jacksonville. Let's throw L.A. here, and let's jump over. I ran 2 of them so we can get through this fast because my wife put me on a time schedule. So let's jump over to Jacksonville. All right, we got Jacksonville versus the Rams. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into quarterbacks. We're going to look at Jacksonville first. We got Trevor Lawrence, quarterback, Los Angeles Rams, home team, passing yards, passing touchdowns. Y'all see that? The hitters are what it is. These are the projections. Passing yards for Trevor, 231. Passing touchdowns, I'll take Trevor for over 1.5. I won't take him for 2+. I will take him for over 1.5. Also, shout out to FanDuel for the sacks. If you get a half a sack, they count it as a full sack. I do appreciate that. But also, guys, with FanDuel, I don't like that the 2+ touchdowns, the odds are higher than minus 1.5. The odds should be lower, right? So if it's minus 1.5 touchdowns, the odds shouldn't be higher. Lower. If it's minus 1.5 touchdowns, it shouldn't be lower than the odds for plus 2 touchdowns, just straight taking 2 touchdowns. Even though over 1.5 is basically saying 2 touchdowns, I get it, but the odds should be equal. I mean, I'm saying 2 touchdowns, or just make the bet. 2+ touchdowns. Anyway, 2+ passing touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence should throw a pick. Yes, it's possible. He has a 50% chance of throwing an interception. Travis Etienne, 71.86, 9 rushing attempts. Any picks? Any receptions or receiving yards? No. Travis Etienne is not going to be a dog on the ground. The backup isn't either. Jumping the wide receivers. I did see that. He's projected for a different team. You can take his projections or not. Like I said, there's bugs in the model. Wide receivers, Travis Hunter, 3 receptions, 27 yards. Anybody getting a touchdown over here? Parker Washington with a chance. Let's check the tight ends for Jacksonville. We have Hunter Long has the opportunity. Let's jump over to the Rams. I'm already leaning Rams in this matchup. Before we do, let's go check the defense. We got a sack here for Jay Allen. So we do see that there will be some pressure presented to Matthew Stafford. So we got Allen to get some pressure on him. It's not necessarily saying that he's going to get a sack, but there's going to be some pressure. I'm leaning the Rams early. I'm taking the Rams early. It just looks right. Let's go to LA just to make sure we're right. Let's check the quarterback here. We got Matthew Stafford, 3 tutties. I'm taking him for 2+ passing yards. I'm going to have give him a day. Rushing attempts, rushing yards, interceptions. Let's go back to Jacksonville and see about rushing yards for the quarterback. We didn't look at that. Trevor don't really run, but the model might say he might get in the end zone on a rushing touchdown or something. No rushing touchdowns, cool. Trevor Lawrence. No, that's Matthew Stafford. Let's jump back over to Trevor. Where's Trevor? They both say Matt. Let's jump over to Trevor. Jacksonville. All right, Jacksonville touchdowns. Rushing touchdowns. Ooh, 0.49 along with a pick. So he has a 50% chance he throw a pick, 50% chance he'll run. But that's high for quarterbacks based on my model. So I'm definitely going to give him Trevor Lawrence at any time. I'm going to bet the anytime touchdown. It might not be a full unit, half a unit, quarter unit, but I'm going to put a play on for Trevor Lawrence to get an anytime touchdown. That's just going to promote and tell you that the model's accurate. So I'm not telling you to take it. I'm not even sure I'm going to take it, but it's looking good. It's definitely looking good. All right, so we went over those two matchups. Did we hit the Rams wide receivers and all that? Let's jump back over to the other model because we're going to put them on opposite. All right, that makes it just so much quicker and easier. Matthew Stafford, 3 tutties, no picks. Looks like he's just going to have a great passing day out there. Let's go to wide receivers, running backs. Corum, average, nothing looking great there. Rushing touchdown. Corum might get in the end zone. He has a small, very 10% chance he gets in the end zone, but those 10% be hitting. Wide receiver, Devontae Adams, Jordan, Puka's out, Tutu. So Tutu, so you can take that distribution of those 8 passes and pass it along these guys. And I can definitely take Devontae Adams for anytime touchdowns and Tutu Atwell. The quarterback is expected, Matthew Stafford, to throw 3 touchdowns and tight ends. We got Higbee. So I can see him hitting some guys. Basically every week we hit a guy on a team. So, again, we flawless. We are flawless in our MLB model, just not in the playoffs. So we did lose a playoff. That was just really our first playoff run, second playoff run. So we're 1-1 in the playoffs in MLB. But back to NFL. So the matchups, I am going with the Rams to win this, taking them with the points. Also, when I say I'm taking the team, if it's minus 1.5, if you go look at that team and they minus 5.5, take the money line. If they're plus 5.5, take the points. Okay, guys? If I say I'm taking this team and you go look at the spread and you see the difference, and I say I'm taking that team, if it's plus 5.5, take that team. If it's minus 5.5, take the money line. All right, moving on. We got Philly and Minnesota. Let's jump into that. We got Philly. Well, let's go to Minnesota on this one and jump over to Philly on the next one. Philly, where you at? I'm right here, dog. Right here. Let's jump to quarterbacks. Let's look at Jalen Hurts since we're already here. 259, 3 tutties for Jalen in the air. Give me 2+ touchdowns for Jalen Hurts. Touchdowns rushing. 64, that's high. Interceptions, 0.44. The Eagles is looking strong off the gate. Running backs, Saquon, definitely anytime touchdown for Saquon. That's looking really good. Not having the 100-yard day, of course not, but definitely looking like he's going to touch the end zone. We got Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson, John Michie. We know A.J. Brown's there, but he just doesn't have enough production to make the model. So we're going to go with, if any wide receiver gets one, it's going to be Devontae Smith. So I see a lot of running. I guess Go Dirt's going to have a day. Let's check Go Dirt. Go Dirt's definitely going to have a day, 0.56. Probably Go Dirt has more receiving touchdowns than Saquon has rushing touchdowns. You can fact check that. I don't know. But just based off what the model's showing me, they either tied up or one touchdown difference between the two. But based on how the model's been presenting, I'm going to say Go Dirt has more touchdowns than Saquon at this time. Defense for the when you see kicker right there, I'm working to put the kicker in. Everything's in position. It's just not coming through like I wanted to, so I still got to do some more coding on that. We got who else? Jay Carter, 0.14. We got Smith, 0.14. So we got these two guys who get some pressure on Minnesota. I like Minnesota plus the points already, but let's go over there and we already looked at them. I don't know, guys. I'm liking Minnesota plus the points, but I can see who's at home. The Eagles are on the road. They are a good team. They do have the ability to win this game. It's probably like a 2-point, 3-point spread. It got to be. So I'm going to go with that's a toss-up game. These are the type of games where running backs show off. Give me it's late October. I don't know. Okay. Give me Eagles money line. Give me Minnesota plus 3.5 if I had to pick. Give me give me the Eagles money line, Minnesota plus whatever their points are. LAR versus Kansas City. So let's go check The Raiders versus Kansas City. All right, we are in game 2. That's great. All right, we're moving along, moving right along. Who we got? The Raiders versus Kansas City. Let's go find those guys. Let's get this. The Raiders, LV. And we're going to jump over here to Raiders and who else? And KC. All right, let's go find KC. All right, we got KC. Let's jump to quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes, looking like he's going to have a day. Put him down for 2+ touchdowns. Rushing yards, scrambler, 70. You can put him down for an anytime touchdown for Patrick Mahomes. Let's go to running backs. For KC, we got Isaiah Pacheco. We got a crew here. Pacheco, Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt for an anytime touchdown. He burnt me 1 week. I don't know if I trust that. Are they at home? Yes, they are at home versus the Raiders. This is a great conference matchup. Pacheco, 82 rushing yards. Man, he going to get loose out there. He is expected to get a touchdown, but Kareem, every time it's either Kareem Hunt or Pacheco. It's hard to call. Rushing touchdowns, Kareem Hunt. So that's what I would go with. Wide receivers for KC, Juju, he's always good for 15 yards. Marquise Brown, touchdowns right there. Marquise Brown, 0.79. That's going to hit. That's just going to hit. Taquan Thornton, Xavier Worthy, all these guys are going to have a day against this Raider secondary. The model just tells me that. What Kelsey look like? Oh my God, Kelsey, 0.43. Man, the whole rate. Give me Kansas City all day. I would even potentially take Kansas City. They're gonna get pressure on. Pressure. Dana. So yeah, the Raiders don't come close to looking like they're gonna win this game at all. Let's go over here to Gino. Gino, 198.89. Expect to have 2.36 touchdowns, 20 completions, rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, interceptions. Give me Gino for any time to throw a pick. I'm definitely taking that straight bet. It's probably like minus 178, something crazy, because they know he's going to throw a pick out there. Running backs, Ashton Genty. Give me Ashton Genty for any time touchdown. That's the yards and the stats. Y'all see the players. Jumping over to wide receivers. Right. Trey Tucker's the only guy looking like he's going to ball out. Tight ends. Michael Mayer. I could take Mayer. Give me Mayer for any time touchdown. That's probably going to be some good odds sitting there for Mayer. Defense, any sacks. Right here. T. Wilson. That's it. So, based on the numbers, let me look at these wide receivers again. Yeah, based on these numbers, give me KC to win and win comfortably. Give me KC to win comfortably. Let's go to New Orleans versus Chicago. New Orleans versus Chicago. Let's go see that matchup. All right, guys, we got New Orleans versus Chicago. Let's jump over to quarterbacks. All right, we got Caleb Williams, and let's jump over to this model. Who we got? New Orleans. All right, let's jump over here. Let's bin up the NO. All right, that's Chicago. We need the other one. We need the NO. Drop down here. All right, jump to all quarterbacks. All right, we might as well start here. Spencer Rattler, 207, under 1.5 touchdowns. Yeah, pass touchdowns 1.86. I'm taking his under on that all day. Spencer looks like he's going to run. He's not going to, 47 yards, couple attempts. Small chance of throwing a pick, so he is a game manager. He's looking good so far. Let's jump to running backs here. We got Alvin Kamara. Catches, 6 catches, 44 yards. Not really expected to get a touchdown. He hasn't touched the end zone in a while. Kendra Miller has a better opportunity to get one. Jumping to wide receivers, we got Brandon Cooks. The wide receivers look good as far as distribution and catching the ball. So New Orleans got some dogs over here. Receiving touchdowns, all these guys here are your guys to expect to get a touchdown. Shaheed, the highest potential. Jumping over to tight ends. For New Orleans, you got Jack Stoll, 1 catch, red zone, 14. And defense for New Orleans, what do we have? Nothing grand, nothing great. We got this guy here, D. Davis, to get a sack. Jumping back over to the Chicago Bears. 2 touchdown passes. I'll take him for over 1.5 for Caleb Williams. Caleb is a good quarterback. He just needs a great system to build in. Interceptions very low. Rushing touchdowns high. Give me Caleb Williams for anytime rushing touchdown. Running backs, we got DeAndre Swift. I believe DeAndre's out. We got these guys, and how are we looking? No rushing touchdowns that's popping up there. And going to wide receivers, Caleb, DJ Moore. Odonzi looks like he can get an anytime touchdown out there, as well as Luther Burden. As far as the tight ends are concerned, we got Colston Loveland and Cole Kmet. Nothing great. Let's jump to defense. And defensively, anybody looking to get a sack? Dexter is a player who can potentially get a sack in that matchup. All right, guys, we made it down the list. We're at Miami and Cleveland. Let's get to Miami and Cleveland. All right, guys, next up we got Miami and Cleveland. Let's take a look at Tua. Tua for Miami, only 200 yards passing touchdowns, 257. Not bad. I would take him for 1.5, over 1.5. It's Tua, man. He's going to sling that thing. But he almost missed it last week. That's a tough one. Interceptions, definitely throwing a pick. Tua's definitely throwing a pick. What else? Rushing, you know Tua ain't even leaving the pocket, but I'll show you to show you. Tua's not getting 10 yards rushing. But he might, you know, I've seen him do it since. Running backs, Devon Ackney. And I'm not going to hold that over his career. Devon Ackney, 82, tutty, anytime touchdown for Devon. He hasn't failed me, man. That guy is just automatic. All right, wide receivers, 0.53. We got Jalen Waddle to get a anytime touchdown. Tight ends, Waller, of course, anytime touchdowns. His anytime touchdown didn't come into the fourth quarter. I like Miami, man. Miami is a good team, low key. I wish they still had Tyreek. That offense right now probably be one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL. Seiler, 0.22 anytime sack for Seiler. Let's jump over to Cleveland. Cleveland, we got Dylan Gabriel. Not having a good day at all. Rushing attempts, rushing yards. So it looks like he's going to sit back there and throw it. No projections for touchdowns or interceptions as far as rushing, but passing, he got a couple. I don't know. It just depends on what the wide receiver core looks like. Jump over to wide receivers. Not great. Anytime touchdown for Cameron Johnson or Cedric Tillman. Jumping over to tight ends. And Njoku's out, so that's not going to work. And running backs. Quinshon Judkins, 0.29 for anytime touchdown. So doesn't look great for Cleveland. Give me Miami to win that game. Let's jump to Carolina and New Jersey. Carolina. Let's jump over to this one and change this to New Jersey. All right. Let's do a jump at quarterbacks. We're going to stay with Jersey, and we got Justin Fields. Playing Carolina. Justin's at home, and he's not looking like he's going to have a great day. 2 touchdowns, low passing yards, interceptions, no. He's going to run the ball crazy, put him down for anytime touchdown. Running backs, Andrew, Breece Hall. How's Breece looking out there? No rushing touchdowns, but he looks like he's going to have a hell of a day on the ground. I'm leaning towards the Jets at this point. But Carolina is just such a great team. Wide receivers, nothing I know. Receptions, Garrett Wilson. Touchdown for Garrett, 0.52. Tez Johnson, plus 0.36. Both of these guys, potential. Tez looks like he's going to have a day. So this is looking like a fairly decent matchup. Jeremy Ruckert, anytime touchdown from the tight end position. And defense for the Jets, you have McDonald and Thomas and Williams to get a sack or half a sack or get you some money, period. Get you a trophy on the board. So that's the stats. Let's jump over to Carolina. All right, we got Carolina on the board. Let's jump over to quarterbacks. We got Andy Dalton and Bryce Young. Of course, Bryce Young, his stats look horrible. I'm going with the Jets. That's going to be against the pot. It's the NFL, guys. I'm going with the Jets. Give me the Jets to actually win this game. Let's jump over to the running backs. Chuba Hubbard, 95. Dowdle looks like he's going to have a day on the ground. Looks like both of these backs are just going to be pounding the rock. I like Carolina in this matchup right now. Hold on. I just said the Jets, but I'm really that doesn't look great. Passing touchdowns, we got Reed and McMillan and Xavier Leggett. So some tight ends, Mitchell and Evans. I'm leaning Carolina at this point, but I do like what the Jets is presenting. Sacks. Whoever got the points in this matchup is who's at home. The Jets is at home. This will be a good home win for the Jets. They might be able to pull that off. Let's jump over to New England and Tennessee. All right, let's get over to New England and Tennessee. And let's see what they're cooking with. All right, quarterback for Tennessee, Cam Ward. Good day, 3 touchdowns for Cam. He does need a day like that. Give me Cam Ward for over 2 touchdowns. That's probably gonna be a great prop. He does have projections to throw an interception. Jumping to running backs for New England. For Tennessee. Tennessee, we got Tony Pollard. Looks like he's an anytime touchdown for Tony Pollard. Jumping to wide receivers. He looks like he's also going to have a day on the ground. He's due. He's definitely due for a breakout. Sorry for saying he's due, but based on his career and his past and how he plays the game, I feel as though he's capable of covering that anytime touchdown. Tyler Lockett. Everybody's good distribution. Touchdown for Alec. I don't know. Aya Manor. Tight end. No touchdowns from the tight end position. And defense. Defense is looking. We got some pressure here by Key. Let's switch it over and look at New England. Drake May has just been having a performance out here on the turf, and he's been doing a great job. Jumping over to New England, let's look at quarterbacks. Drake May, not a great day, not looking great at all. Let's slide down, look at wide receiver. Interceptions, 0.16, rushing touchdown. Nothing spectacular, but you've seen the stats. Jumping to running backs. Stevenson has sold me out 2 weeks in a row. I'm not messing with him. So I got Trayvon or Antonio Gibson, and the yards are basically distributed well amongst the 3 backs. But give me Gibson. If I would take any, I would want to take Stevenson, but he just hasn't been coming through. But he is a good back. Wide receivers, we're looking at the wide receivers here. Anytime touchdowns, all these guys have a potential to catch an anytime touchdown. If I would take anybody, it would be Keyshawn or Bout right here, or Keyshawn Williams, these 2 guys. But any one of those 2 all 4 of them have potential. That's leaning me towards New England to win this game outright, as well as Hunter Henry. I think he's out, but yeah, I'm definitely. Can we get some pressure over there? Yes, definitely getting some pressure with D Wise, and that's D Wise and Barmore. So I'm taking those 2 for anytime sacks, and you could give me New England to win this game. Give me Indiana and Chargers. All right. Let's jump up to the Chargers and Indiana. All right, that's on down, and let's give me Indiana. That's the Chargers. I see Indiana. I thought that was that side. Let me jump over there. All right, so we have the Chargers and Indiana in this matchup. We got Daniel Jones. The quarterbacks, not a lot of quarterbacks are looking like they're going to have a fantastic day. Under 1.5 touchdowns for Daniel Jones. Rushing touchdowns, you can put Daniel Jones for anytime rushing touchdown and a decent percentage that he will throw a pick. So Daniel Jones for anytime touchdown for the Colts. Running backs, we got Jonathan Taylor, under 100 yards, anytime touchdown, yes, of course, but he's at a 70% chance, basically, 68 to be exact. Wide receivers, two guys that get a touchdown is Downs and Pittman for Indianapolis. Tight ends is looking decent. You got Tyler Warren and defense. All right, we getting pressure. Yes, we are. We got Pay and we got Mbukum. Mbukum might be out, but if he's not, then definitely those are your two guys. Jumping over to the Chargers, let's go look at Justin Herbert and them boys. All right, we got Justin Herbert looking like he's going to have a better day, over 2 passing touchdowns. Justin likes to run the ball. He got any opportunity. Yep. Nope, but he is expected to throw a pick. 77% is pretty high when you jump to running backs. Looking at this list, we got a 100-yard rusher. We got a 100-yard rusher. So it looks like they're going to have a positive ground game. We got Omarion, and receiving touchdowns is for Kamani. Jumping to wide receivers for the Chargers. This looks like this is going to be a great game. We have Quentin Johnson and Ladd McConkey for anytime touchdown. Jumping to tight ends, we have none of the tight ends are expected to get touchdowns. Jumping to defense, sacks, we got .20. He came through for us last week. Tupelotu, he's a beast, and James. So we'll probably take those two for anytime touchdowns. Anytime sacks in this matchup. So between the two matchups between Indianapolis and the Chargers, it's looking like a good game. But I'm going to lean or roll with the Chargers to win that game. All right, guys, we got a couple more games to go. Let's get through it. We got the Giants versus Denver. All right, so let's look at Jackson Dart. Not a lot of passing yards. I would take him for 1.5 under. Completions 15, attempts 28. More misses. Yeah, he's over that 10% mark. Interceptions 0.53. You can put him down for anytime rushing touchdown. Running back Scatterbo. Expected to get an anytime touchdown, 0.65. 75 rushing yards. I will take Scatterbo for anytime touchdown. Wide receivers. We got these two, Wendell Robinson and Malik Neighbors for anytime touchdowns. And for tight ends, we have Daniel Bellinger, nothing. And to defense, we have for sacks, any pressure, gray hair high, Theobodu. I think you know how Theobodu do. He's a lot. He get in there. He get in there. Who else we got? We got Denver. I'm not favoring the Giants at this time at all. Let's jump over to Denver. We got Bo Nix, 209, 2 passing touchdowns. Let's slide down. Let's see if Bo gonna throw any picks or get any rushing touchdowns. Small percentage chance of him throwing a pick and getting a rushing touchdown. Let's jump to running backs. Running backs, we got J.K. Dobbins looking like he's going to have a day on the ground. Get him for an anytime touchdown. R.J. Harvey looks like he can catch one out the backfield, but mainly J.K. Dobbins. I'm liking what I'm seeing with Denver already. Is Denver at home? Yes, they are. I'm liking Denver. What the wide receivers looking like? Cortland Sutton, anytime touchdown, yes. And that's basically it. Troy Franklin, no. But he's going to have a couple catches. Jumping over to tight ends. Tight ends, everybody on the tight end list has a potential, so I would take Ingram, if not Ingram, Troutman to get an anytime touchdown. Jumping to defense. Defense is looking good. Only Z Allen to get a sack anytime, but this is the big guy, Jay Cooper, for anytime sack. Based over it, I'm taking whoever got the points in this matchup. Denver's at home. The Giants is not. You know, it's nothing new to the Giants. I'm whoever got the points is who I'm taking. This is a toss up for me. Whoever got the points is what I'm taking. Let's jump to Dallas and Washington. Did that game already happen? Let's check. Quarterbacks. We're gonna jump to Dallas, and then we're gonna jump over here to Washington. Let's go check them out. All right, we already got Dallas here. Let's jump over to this one. Change this to Washington. Let's check Washington out. At the very, very bottom. All right. We're going to jump into quarterbacks. So we got Jalen Daniels, 220 passing yards, 241 passing touchdowns, 2.41 passing touchdowns. I would probably take him for 2+. Not sure. Interceptions, it is possible. Let me see what the wide receivers are looking like. Yes, definitely anytime touchdown for Luke or Chris Moore. Jumping over to running backs for Washington. How are they looking? We have Ja'Cory Crosswell. Let's slide it down. Merritt, right? Yeah. For anytime touchdown, 0.79. That's pretty decent. And tight ends for Washington. Zach Ertz is out, so no projections for. But Zach Bates is expected. I would take John Bates for anytime touchdown. That's a low-key play right there. He's not projected to get a touchdown, but considering Ertz is out, he'll get more targets. So definitely, I'll take his receptions for sure. Jumping to defense, we'll go over this. Everything looks clean and good. Best guy here is D. Payne. Let's go check Dallas out. Dak is looking like the man. Give me two touchdowns for Zach passing. Dak really doesn't run the ball. Rush touchdowns 0.16, so nothing there really. Running backs, we got Miles Sanders. He's been having an off year really, but he is projected to get in the end zone, and this around the season, where they get about 6 touchdowns a year. He's nowhere near that, so I can see Miles Sanders getting in the end zone. Wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb, he's still out. If he is back, then he's not expected to get a touchdown, but George Pickens is, as well as Kevontae Turpin jumping into tight ends. You can take Jake Ferguson. That's my every week go-to play. It never fails. That's easy money every week, and no pressure on Washington. So that gives Jalen Daniels a good opportunity to get the ball off. If anybody, you can take this guy here. Adigazua. You can pick him to get one, or D. Lawrence to get a sack. In this matchup versus Washington and Dallas, I like Dallas in this matchup, just based on how Dak's been playing. Nothing like the model's playing out. Let's go to Tampa Bay and Arizona. Let's see what we got with Tampa Bay and Arizona, and then I think that's it. I know we got one more after this. Tampa Bay and Arizona, and let's go get that one. Tampa Bay is at the bottom, and over here Arizona is at the top. That's Tampa Bay. Let's get over here. All right, all the way to the top, all the way up. All right, here we go. All right, so for this matchup, Arizona versus Tampa Bay, I don't know if Kyler Murray's back, so I'm assuming that Jacoby Brissett will be the quarterback. 150 passing yards. I'm going to take his under. 13 completions, nothing crazy. So this looks like they're going to be running the ball, but I don't know who they're going to run the ball with. Jacoby Brissett does have a high opportunity to throw a pick. Running backs, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know who they're going to have throwing the. Give me Green Bay to win this one straight up, just like that. Yeah. Connor's out. Murray's out. That's not good. Receivers. Anybody get a touchdown is Dortch or Marvin Harrison. One of those two. Jumping to tight ends. But Marvin Harrison just got dinged up last week. He may still be in, what is it called? Concussion protocol. So I will go with the other guy. Nothing for the tight ends and defense. Yeah, Arizona's looking really dry. 1.0 for Collins, and that's basically it. So my projection would be Green Bay points, whatever you want to do. And last game of the night, ladies and gentlemen, we have Atlanta and San Fran. All right, guys, this is the last game of the night. Happy betting. Bet responsibly. Read the model. Take your picks. And you should find success. All right, we got Mac Jones for 223, 1.5, 2 touchdowns, completions, attempts, rushing yards. Scrolling down, let's go with interceptions. None for Matt. well, 0.88. So Matt Jones has a high potential of throwing a pick. Jumping to running backs, we have Christian McCaffrey. You can put Christian down for anytime touchdown. You can always put him down. That's like a given every week for San Fran. Wide receivers, you have one guy to get a touchdown. That's Jawan Jennings. I'm not feeling San Fran right now. Not from anything I'm looking at. Tight ends, Tongues for anytime touchdown, or Luke Farrell. And defensively, any sacks. Bosa is the only guy that's looking like have any potential to get in that backfield. All right, guys, let's jump over to the Atlanta. Might pull this one off. It's looking like this is a game that they have a chance to win. Quarterbacks. Let's look at Mike Penix. Mike Penix looks like he's gonna have a day. Over 1.5. I don't know if I would take that. I probably wouldn't. Rushing touchdown. He don't lead the pocket. Has a percentage of throwing a pick at 0.55. Nothing standing out to me. I'll probably go with whoever has the points in this matchup. Bijan at 92. Rushing touchdown 0.59. There you go. And Tyler Aguilar to get a touchdown. I'm going with Atlanta in this game. I'm really feeling Atlanta. Let's look at 0.70 for Drake London. Give me Atlanta. I'm taking Atlanta over San Fran. That's my call. Tight ends, we got Kyle Pitts for a touchdown as well, 0.21. So yeah, I'm taking Atlanta in this matchup. It just looks good. Can we get some pressure on Mac Jones? If we can get some pressure there, I'm definitely taking them. 0.14 is good for Ellis. Yeah, give me Atlanta to win this. Give me Atlanta with the points, or if they got points, I'm taking them. If they don't have points, then I got to take the money line. I'm taking the money line. All right, guys, thanks for kicking it with me. Thanks for hanging out. God bless you all. Thank you for watching another video. Happy betting. Get some wins, guys. I'll probably post some bets generally throughout the day, and I'll put a post out if I hit something that I didn't think I would hit in one. But other than that, guys, God bless you all. It's the Sports Syndicate. We out.